And here we go. The one I really, really want to take a look at is the one where the sum of two numbers is 15. So everybody take a look at 14 real quick. All right. Take a look at 14. And again, I'm probably going to set them up and then you can go home and finish them off. All right. If I can write the equation, you should be able to say, well, I can solve it if you'd help me write the equation. All right. So that's what we're going to do. All right. That's what we're going to do. Please review, practice the problems. All right. I am not going to set them up for you on the test. All right. Here we go. The sum of two numbers is 15. All right. So now we're talking about two numbers. So I like to tell kids the first, and here is the second. Do we know what the first number is? No, we don't. It's X. Now, do I really have any idea what the second number is? No, but you could tell me there's a relationship between the first and second. So if the sum adds up to 15, someone please tell me besides Zeb what the second number is. You are amazing. That is 100% correct. All right, so again, that is a difficult concept. That's a difficult concept. So I need everybody to make sure that they write 15 minus X, put a star on this. That's probably on the test. Now, how do I know that? Because if I add X and 15 minus X, that's going to add up to what? 15. All right. So if you don't understand that, think of it like this. If I say the first number is 2, what would be the other number? 13. That is correct. How did I do that? I just did 15, then what? Minus 2. All right, if I said this was 5, the other number would be what? 10. It's not because you knew 5 plus 10 was 15. It's because you have two numbers, 15 and 5. What do I do with those two numbers to make 10? Subtract them. That's how you figure things out if you don't know. All right, that's how you figure things out if you don't know. All right, so again, I can't stress that enough. If the sum of two numbers is 15, one is X and one is 15 minus X. Come on now. Don't get me sidetracked. I got a lot of work to do. What?
Don't you have to solve the equation to find out what the number is?
I'm not done with the problem. This is how you set this problem up, is what I said.
Yeah.
This is how you set it up. I didn't say I solved it. Now we're going to solve it. So how do I solve it? We are going to say 3 times one number.
3x.
Just listen for a second. 3 times one number, 3x, is 11 less than 5 times, and I hate to admit my mistakes because I never make them, but 5 times the what? I made a little typo, the other number, even though some of you probably referenced that. All right, you already knew that. That's what I meant. It's the other number. All right, so 3 times one number is 11 less than 5 times the other number. Anybody have any issues with that? What?
The other number you put in there.
Yeah, because the other number is 15 minus X. All right, you good with that?
Yeah.
All right, anybody have any issues? What? Come on. 3 times one number. 3 times, what number do you want to choose? X or 15 minus X? Do you understand there's two numbers there, right?
Yeah.
Pick one of the numbers. 3x, 3 times one number, is 11 less than 5 times the other number.
Okay.
That's it. And now everybody can solve that. All right. Now, was there anybody else who had a particular problem they would like me to set up? Evan. The sides of a regular hexagon are the same length. That's what regular means. The perimeter is 18x plus 9. So the perimeter is 18x plus 9. Do you agree with that? So if this is the side length, how many sides are there in a hexagon? So that would be 6 times 2x plus 5.
I did everything except for the 6 times.
That's okay. You understand now, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. All right, go.
Oh, can you do number 19?
19, let's look at 19. Okay, I like this one a lot too. Thank you for asking about this one. The sum of two. Sorry. This is not working for me. All right, here we go. Sorry. Now it says, first of all, we're talking about two consecutive odds, correct? So you should label, here's the first number, here's the second number. The first number is what? X. The second number would be what? X plus 2. You with me?
Mhm.
So the sum of two consecutive odds. So what would be the sum of those two numbers?
2x plus 2.
Now you're in business. Very good. See, stop playing around. You can get this. Is, now how do I do 5 less than?
It's minus 5.
Minus 5. The smaller. Which one is the smaller? Which one is the smaller number? X or X? Yeah, come on. X. And now we just solve it. Look how easy that is. X equals -7. What? Where does it say 1/3? Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't even read that. Maybe I was trying to listen to you. Here we go. 1/3. Thank you very much. 1/3 goes there. Now, what did we say with the fractions? What can I do?
You can,
Yeah, multiply by 3. All right, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. And that gives me 2x plus 2 equals 3x minus 15. And so now what? X equals 17. I really hope you guys are getting better just looking at that. Tell me that's just x equals 17, right? Move the 2x over, move the 15 over. 3x minus 2x is 1x. 2 plus 15 is 17. What?
Why do you multiply?
Because I want to get rid of the 1/3. I don't feel like doing 1/3 times 2 and 1/3 times 2 and getting fractions.
Why do you multiply both of them instead of just 5?
Because you're distributing the 3.
You distribute it to both of those?
Yes. Right? That's what multiplying by 3 means. Everything on the right side has to be multiplied by 3, not just one, everything. All right. Yes,
Why didn't you multiply the left side?
I did. The 3 and the 1/3 cancel out.
For back to number 13. could you
Oh,
just-
come on. I don't want to just,
No, I raised my hand. It's not,
what?
18x plus 9. Could you have divided that by 6?
But 9 doesn't divide by 6. So I wouldn't have done that. Yes.
And then you could just plug the x.
Maya, yes.
Oh.
But if something has a fraction or a decimal, it's harder to work with. Yes, I know I'm right. All right. Yes, you can do that. You could have divided by 6 and then set the two sides equal. All right, because this represents the sum of all 6. All right. But you're right. You can definitely divide 100%. All right. Now, what I will do, because I see some of this on this worksheet that you just, the number 1 I just gave you. So I know 16 is on there. All right. So what we'll do is, if I don't, I will post those solutions. If I forget to post the solutions, you can send me an email, say, hey, you're going to post those solutions. I want to double check everything. All right. So now I want to get to the SAT problems. So pull that up for me, please. All right. Now, everybody set up number one. Let's talk about it real quick. I just feel like that wasn't that hard. The hardest thing was finding the what? Pi button on the calculator. The hardest thing was finding the pi button on the calculator. Now, look, I'm not trying to be funny here. All right, the pi button's on the right side, right? I think it's the second or third button down. Now, to get to pi, you have to hit the second button, and then you will see the pi. Everybody look at that. Who said where? Yeah, on the calculator, right? What are you talking? Did you say where?
Oh, yeah.
On the right side, yes, about 2 or 3 buttons down. Do you see it?
You see the arrow?
No, he needs to learn to think for himself. You see the pie? It kind of looks like this shape right here. That shape.
Yeah, I see it though.
No, don't help him. All right. Everybody can be able to look at a calculator and find a pi button. And again, if it's in blue, you hit the blue button. If it's in green, you got to hit the green button. All right. So now everyone is going to type in on their calculator. Let's practice. 1 divided by 3 times pi times 6, hit the square button, and then times 28. Believe it or not, that is an SAT problem or an ACT problem. Yes.
So I see the pi button, but every time I click it, it's like,
Did you hit the second button? I just told you that. All right, if you want to hit a blue button, you have to hit the blue button. If you want to hit a green button, you have to hit the green button first. Did you have a question?
Yeah, there's like 4 different exponents.
X squared.
Oh,
There's an X squared button on there, right? So hit that and try it now. Everybody try that on your calculator. And look, it's not that I'm upset. It's just I'm trying to help you with your calculator and you're not even wanting to look. I'm not walking around the room to show you. You can do that. Also, guys, this right here, the up arrow. So if you want to cube something, you have to hit the up arrow. All right. So if you want to raise something to the 5th power, you can do the up arrow and then do 5. So let's everybody practice real quick. 2 caret 5. Everybody do that. See if you know what I'm saying. And that means 2 to the 5th is 32. That's what that means. If you want to do 2 squared, you can do that also. You don't have to hit the square button. I would just completely get rid of the square button if I was, but they would think kids wouldn't know how to do it if there wasn't a square button. All right. Now, my question is, does anybody have any doubts about that being C? Anybody have any doubts about that being C? Anybody? All right, so now I want to pause the video, give you time on number 2, or did you guys have time already? All right, let's take a look at number 2. Let's see how you're doing. All right, and again, please, I mean it. I do want to help you if you're trying. All right, I do want to help you if you're trying. If all you're doing is waiting for me to write down the answers and give you the answers, that's not trying. All right, so if you don't understand something, let me know. All right, especially with the calculator. All right, you need to bring your calculator. All right, so you can start using it. It's going to be hard if you don't know how to use it on the test. All right, so what did you get for number 2? C. What did you get? Everybody okay with C?
Yeah. That's how you do it.
Now, look, if you're having issues, all right, I don't mind going over it, but I also don't want to spend any time. If you say, well, that was kind of easy, right? If you said that was kind of easy. Now, if you're sitting there going, man, I got E, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Let's do it. Anybody have any doubts about number 2? All right. So that gives us time to look at number 3. All right, anybody have a chance to look at number 3? Wow, what's the answer to number 3? Wow, you guys. All right, doing better, I think. All right, here we go. Yes,
Well, it's-
yes, I can. All right, so let's look at it real quick. It says the museum offers two, and if you're totally good with number three, just go on, just, you don't have to listen. All right, just be quiet so I can talk. All right, so here we go. It says a museum offers 2-hour guided tour for groups with fewer than 25 people. The cost costs $9.25. For groups of 25 people or more, it costs $8.50. You with me? Now, the 27 people in the 9 a.m. tour paid $9.25, which means they paid too much, right? So they should have only paid what? They should have only paid $8.50. So how much did the museum owe them? Shh, shh, shh. What are you thinking? Come on, you can do this. So what did they pay? Take your calculator out and tell me how much money they paid. Shh, shh.
$249.75.
Good. That's what they paid. What should they have paid? How much should they have paid per person?
Oh,
Tell me what you're doing.
59.
I asked you, how much should they have paid? And you didn't answer me.
Um, we, oh.
Yes.
850.
Yay, there you go. That's what they should have paid. You with me?
Yeah.
Now, how do I tell how much money do they get paid back? So-
Subtract.
Subtracted. Thank you, girl. There you go.
So we're gonna subtract it.
What did they pay? What should they have paid? They should have paid $229.50, right?
Yeah.
They paid $249.90 or 75.
We just subtract.
Subtract those two.
And then it's just 20, 25.
Yeah, you with me?
Mhm.
Right, you could have also said they paid 75 cents too much. And then 75 times 27, right? Yeah, that's good. Lots of ways to do it. All right, on the multiple choice part, I don't care about the work as much. All right. Number 4, okay, the good average problem. All right, so let's talk about the average. All right, so here we go. Don't write what I wrote down. All right, here we go. So here's we got. Ben earned 75, 70, 92, 95, 97 on his first 5 tests. What score does he need to earn on his 6th test to average an 85? So he needs an 85. We're shooting for a Berkeley A. All right. So if you want a Berkeley A, you only have to make 85 on your test. All right. So with that being said, all right, we can make an A. But I have one more test to reach my goal. All right. So how many tests do I have so far? 5 tests. So somebody add those up for me and tell me how many points you've got. How much? So I have 429 points right now. Am I taking one more test? I have to add in that score. Do I know what that score is? No. Now to find the average, I would divide by what? Divide by 5 or 6. Why 6? You actually have how many tests? 6, not 5. You have 6 tests. So you have to divide that total by 6, and you want it to equal what? You want it to equal 85. You want it to equal 85. Now, please, that is a common question on a lot of standardized tests, a lot of ERBs, a lot of ACT, any kind of standardized test. What?
I'm confused because how do you get a 429 on that?
You don't. You added these things together. That's what we said.
I don't know.
To find the average, you add numbers up, divide by the number of numbers, and that gives you the average.
What score does he need to get on it?
We're trying to find the score on the last test. This is my last test. I don't know what I'm scoring on that yet. You hear me yet? So you have to add up these scores, plus you have a last test, which we don't know is X. So I added all those up. Yes? Did you add those up and get 429? So now you're going to add the last test, which is unknown. Then we're going to divide that total by 6, and that will tell me my average. Right or not right? So now how do I undo dividing by 6?
Multiply by 6.
Just multiply by 6. So now I have 429 plus X equals, no,
510.
510 is what I got. Right? Is that correct? Everybody do 6 times 85. And now what do I do? Minus what? Minus 429. Well, I don't have to do that anymore. So if I make a what on my last test? If all I have to do is make an 81 and I got my A. All right, if I make more than 81, my grade's higher than what? If I make less than 81, now I'm making a what? I'm making a B. All right, that's how you calculate that. All right, that's how you calculate that. Very important. All right. I really don't think 5 should be an issue. Does anybody need help with number 5? Somebody tell me what that answer is. E, somebody said A, good, good. Let's look and see. All right, now for those of you guys who made a mistake, let's figure our mistake out. It's not a big deal. All right, so let me get rid of this right here. It's okay, it's okay. All right, so here we go. You got to be careful distributing a negative. 12x equals negative 80 plus 8x. The common mistake is to forget to multiply by the negative. Negative 8 times 10 is negative 80. Negative 8 times negative x is positive 8x. Everybody happy with that? Subtracting 8 gives me what? 4x equals negative 80. And so x equals what? Negative 20. X equals negative 20. All right. Yeah, hard to believe. I put number 6 on there. Hard to believe that is an ACT question for you to get into college. That's one of the questions. Yes, that's what an ACT test is. All right. So if 12 vases cost $18, then obviously what? $1.50, right? That's embarrassing. I shouldn't even put that on there, but I just wanted to show you. Right now, some of you are like, man, I don't know what he's saying. I didn't get $1.50. Speak up. Right? 18 or 12 vases equal $18. How many do I want? 1. Divide by 12. That's what the vase is. That's how simple that is. All right. Everybody good? All right. Now, listen, your time to shine. All right. I'm going to pause the video. Practice. All right. I don't know how much time do we have? 2 minutes. All right. So that's pretty good. All right. Please work on it over the weekend. All right. Don't sit and just, I'm going to come in on Monday and grab your paper again. And then you're going to say, oh my gosh, I didn't do anything over the weekend. All right. Yes. Not all of it. Do what you can. Look things over. I think in the back, I even said, just try to set it up. You don't even have to solve it because that's what you need practice with. All right. Please, guys, work. All right. I don't ask you to work much over the weekend, but I know something big's coming up on Wednesday. All right. You don't.